The next we are going to start off is with arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Okay, relatively in terms of number of questions, if you see on an average about 2 to 3 questions, 2 minimum, somewhere 2 questions on an average I am finding in most of the papers. Okay, so this chapter is I would say more of a formula oriented chapter. Now, what is arithmetic progression? If in any series the difference between two terms is a constant, say the value is plus or minus, say it can be plus 2, plus 3 or minus 2, minus 3, whatever it is, that value, that constant keeps coming as the difference between the two terms in a consecutive series. Okay, so that is called as an arithmetic progression, where this difference is called as the common difference, and the difference is given by the value of the second term minus first term, or third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term, so on and so forth. Everything will remain the same, which is given as D. So that is what I have given it in the formula. D is equal to T2 minus T1, which is T3 minus T2, and so on. And the first term is usually represented by the letter A and the last term by L. Okay, now these three formula are the important formula to remember in an AP. What is the formula for nth term of an AP? A plus n minus 1 into D. Always remember multiplication first followed by addition. So n minus 1 into D first you will do, and then followed by addition plus A. Okay, so nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. Sum of n terms of an AP is given by sum of n terms. So sum of first 10 terms, sum of first 15 terms of an AP, where A is the first term and D is the common difference. It is given by n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. I repeat, n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So first you need to do n minus 1 into D, then add 2A, then with the entire answer you need to multiply n by 2. Okay? Right? And this is another formula which in some materials are not available, but please make a note of it. It is very helpful to identify. To find how many number of terms are there in an AP, we will use n is equal to L minus A, where L is the last term, minus A divided by D plus 1. Why this plus 1 we are doing is, we have to include the first term. So, the first term include பண்றதுக்காக we are saying plus 1. So, last term minus first term divided by D, where D is the common difference, plus 1. This will give you the number of terms in an AP. So, these are the 3 important formula for an AP. Please make a note of it. Friends, are you clear? Okay. The next set of formula that I have given is not very frequently tested from 8 to 12. If you see, it is not very frequently tested, but in case they ask you any question, I have not so far come across maybe one one question or so I might have come across in sum of n natural numbers, but others I have not come across much at your examination level. But just in case they ask, you can make a note of this and keep. Sum of first n natural numbers. Say for example, if they ask you sum of first 6 numbers, so you can say n into n plus 1 by 2. Sum of first n odd numbers. So first n odd numbers now 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7 are the 4 odd numbers. So it is given by n square, which is 4 square. Like that you can calculate. So n into n plus 1 by 2 for n natural numbers. First n odd numbers is given as n square. First n even numbers is given as n into n plus 1. And sum of squares of n natural numbers. So 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. It is given as n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. And sum of cubes of first n natural numbers. Say n 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. That is squares. அதே மாதிரி 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube அந்த மாதிரி கேட்டாங்கன்னா, so sum of cubes is given as n into n plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square. So these are some shortcut formula or formula to remember for examination purposes. But இது வந்து இப்போ வரைக்கும் நிறைய கேட்டது கிடையாது. However, in case that 1 or 2 question they ask, just in case you can remember these and keep. Clear? Next we come to geometric progression. Now what is geometric progression? Geometric progression is where it is a series with sequential terms where the terms are not in a increasing arithmetic order or decreasing arithmetic order. They are in an exponential order where the ratio between the two terms is constant. So T2 divided by T1 will be equal to T3 divided by T2. So if in any series the ratio between the consecutive terms is a constant, then it is said to be in a GP. So this ratio is referred to as the common ratio, where ratio is given as T2 divided by T1 or T3 by T2 or T4 by T3, so on and so forth. Now the next 3 formula are going to be very important. The nth term of a GP is given as Tn is equal to A into R power n minus 1, where A is the first term. Okay, A into R power n minus 1. Now if you look at sum of n terms of a GP, idhula rendu vidama formula will be given. Where R is greater than 1. R is greater than 1 means R is a fraction or any value which is more than 1. Okay. So in that case the formula is A into R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Whereas if R is less than 1 na, it can even be negative also. In that case it is A into 1 minus R power n divided by 1 minus R. Okay, R greater than 1 na, R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Else it is 1 minus R power n divided by 1 minus R. What is this formula for? This is for sum of n terms of a GP. And for a GP with infinite terms is where they have not given how many terms are there in a GP. Okay, they will ask you the word as perpetuity. Please make a note of the hints. The words can be used as perpetuity, infinite series, infinity. So இது எல்லாமே is for this formula where it is for a GP with infinite terms. which is given as S is equal to, which is sum is equal to A divided by 1 minus R. A divided by 1 minus R, where R will always be less than 1. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the formula for arithmetic and geometric progression. Quick 5 minutes. Take down the formula and run through. I'll show in the screen AP formula and GP formula. Look at them, go through once, and then we will start with the questions. Shall I move the screen to GP? Yes, friends. So shall we start with the questions? I hope you have run through. Now let's start with the first question. The first term is 748. Last term is 28. The value between two consecutive terms is 9 deducted. So deducted, subtracted, added, idella represents arithmetic functions. So that time itself you should be able to understand that it is a AP. Okay. So let's write down. First term is 748. A is equal to 748. Last term L is equal to 28. The difference between the value between the two consecutive terms is 9 deducted. Deducted means what? Subtracted or reduced. So minus 9. Okay. Now what is the number of terms? Can anyone tell me the formula?
L minus A by D plus 1.
Very good. L minus A by D plus 1. So 28 minus 748 divided by minus 9 plus 1. Answer? plus 1, which is 81 terms. You will get negative both in the numerator and in the denominator. So cancel panningna you will get 81 terms. Got it? Next, find the next 6 terms of the series. 128, 139, 150, 161, 172, 183. Now friends, if you see here, first try to find out whether it is AP or GP. 128, 139. 139, 150. What is the gap? 128 and 139, what is the gap? 139 minus 128, if you do, you will get
11.
11, correct. So you get 11. Similarly, 150 minus 139 is also 11. So the gap remains uniform as 11. Therefore, the series follows AP with the rule as D is equal to 11. First term is 128. Now they are asking the next 6 terms. Next 6 terms na, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th term length kekranga. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these terms they are asking. Either you can use TN formula. So T6 kandupidinga, T7, T8, so on you can find out. Or simple 183 is the term that you already know. Plus 11, again plus 11, plus 11, plus 11, plus 11 and plus 11. What are the answers that you will get? 194, 205, 216, 227, 239, 250. Am I right? So these are the next 6 terms of the AP. Got it, friends? Go ahead, solve question number 3 and 4. 3, 4 and 5 you are going to solve. Third question, for the series having 50 terms, what is the value there of n? Next, fourth, for the given series, find the value of d and n. And fifth, find the 14th term and sum of n terms of the series. So all based on formula. Quickly try. 5 minutes for you to complete the next 3 questions. Yes. Now let's go to the answers. Third one, for any series having 50 terms, forming an AP with first term equal to 25. So A is 25. What will be the value of n? Directa question la கொடுத்துட்டாங்க 50 terms. இதில் working out க்கு எதுவுமே இல்லை. 50 terms forming an AP means n is equal to 50. Fourth one, for a given series 66, 71, 76, 81, 86. So on till 676 with n terms. What is the value of d and n? So how to find out d? We have to do T2 minus T1. So what is the value of D? D is equal to 71 minus 66 or T3 minus T2, whichever you can do. So D is equal to 5. Now to find out N, we know N is equal to L minus A by D plus 1. So what is L? Last term 676. Minus A 66 by D by 5 plus 1. So answer will be 122 plus 1. Answer is 123 terms. 123 terms. Are you clear, friends? Next, fifth one. Find the 14th term and sum of n terms of the series 32, 30, 28, 26. So, the series is 32, 30, 28, 26. Now, if I do T2 minus T1, I get 30 minus 32 minus 2 as the value of D. and A is the first term, which is 32. Find the 14th term. So T14 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, where n is 14. So A plus 14 minus 1, 13 into D, or A is 32 plus 13 into minus 2. So 32 plus into minus is minus 26. Answer is 6. So the answer for T14 is equal to 6. Moving on. Sum of n terms of the series. So sum of n terms. What is the formula for sum of n terms? Yes, one of you unmute and say.
n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d.
Very good. So n by 2, 10 by 2 into 2a, 2 into 32 plus n minus 1, 10 minus 1 into d, d is minus 2. So 10 by 2 is 5, 5 into 32 into 2, 64 plus 10 minus 1 into minus 2. So 10 minus 1 is 9 into minus 2. So plus into minus will become minus 5 into 64 minus 18. So 5 into, so what is 64 minus 18? 46. So 5 into 46 will give you 230 as the sum of n terms of this AP. 230. Got it, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Next. Sixth one. If the 17th term and the 31st term of the series are 12 and 15.5, find the third term of the series. So 17th term is given to you. T17 is given. Arithmetic series na AP. 31st term is given. Find the third term. So let's solve. T17 is 12 and 15.5. Now, how to write T17? A plus n minus 1. N is 17. 17 minus 1 into D, which is A plus 16D is equal to 12. Now, this can be written as A plus 31 minus 1 into D, or A plus 30D. So, I can write this as A plus 16D is equal to 12 and A plus 30D is equal to 15.5. So here both A and D are missing figures. I do not know. Only if I find that, I can find the third term. So they are asking us to find out T3. For us to find this out, we need to solve for A and D. How to solve for A and D? Just do equation solving. I am subtracting the two equations. I will cancel A and A. I will get minus 14D is equal to minus 3.5. So D is equal to, minus and minus will cancel. I will get 3.5 by 14, which is 0.25. And substitute A plus 16 into 0.25 is equal to 12. So A plus 4 is equal to 12. A is equal to 12 minus 4, which is 8. Now we have found out in this question, because the two values were the terms where A and D were not available, we have found out the value of A and D. Now calculate the value of T3, which is A plus n minus 1 into d. அதே formula தான். 8 plus n minus 1. 3 minus 1. 2 into d, 0.25. 8 plus 2 into 0.25 is 0.5. Answer is 8.50. This is the answer for the 6th question. Are you clear, my friends? Any doubts? Are you clear, Kana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That's good. So we move on to the next question. Between 250 and 750, how many integers are there and what is the sum of integers that are divisible by 11? Divisible by 11 கேக்குறாங்க. So, divisible by 11 na என்ன அர்த்தம்? The first number, say 250 எடுத்துக்கிட்டா 250 divided by 11 போடுங்க. You will get some 22 point something. So it is exactly not divisible by 11. So if you see, the number that you are getting is 22 point something. So if you now see the next whole number, what is the next whole number? 23 is the next whole number. So now multiply 23 into 11, what you will get? 253. Now this is the value of A, because in the series between 250 to என்ன number கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? 750. இதுல the first number that is divisible by 11 itself is 253. The next number will be 253 plus 11, which is 24 times. 253 plus 11 is 264. So the series will go like this: 253, 264, 275, so on, which follows an arithmetic progression where 253 is A and what is D? D is the difference of 11. So now the first number is 253. So far, are you clear how we arrived at the first number? Okay. Now how to find out the last number? இப்போ last number தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுனா then we have the formula. n கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு we know the formula. L minus A divided by D plus 1 we can calculate. Now find out D. Sorry, find out L. Go ahead, try. Yeah, please give me the answer. How to find out the value of L? Now 750, let us divide by 11. Can you tell me what number we are getting 750 by 11?
68.18.
68.18. So this decimal விட்டுறலாம், which means the number that is going to be after, if I do 69 into 11, it will be more than 750. Correct? 69 into 11, if you do 759 varum, which means it is more than 750. So we have to try this number, which is 68 into 11, which is 748. So to find the first number, we take the next whole number possible. Whereas to find the last number, we take the previous whole number possible. So for the value of L, the answer is 748. Now we get the series as 253. 264, so on till 748. Now find out n is equal to L minus A, 748 minus 253 divided by D, 11 plus 1. So 45 plus 1, 46 terms. So the number of integers, how many integers are divisible by 11? Answer is 46. How many in ketangana? Answer 46. Adoda over answer. Now how to find out sum of 46 terms? Simple, we have the formula n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Where n is 46 by 2. 2a is given as 2a. What is the value of a? A is 253. So 2 into 253 plus n minus 1. 46 minus 1. 45 into d into 11. Solve and find the answer. Answer is 23023. This should be the final answer. Please confirm if you are getting this answer.
Ma'am.
Yes.
மேம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு சின்ன டவுட் இருக்கு மேம்.
சொல்லுங்க.
ஆக்சுவலா ஸ்டார்டிங்ல வந்துட்டு நம்ம 250 வந்துட்டு 11ஆல டிவைட் பண்ணப்ப 22 வந்ததுல. அதுக்கு அடுத்து 22 into 11 ஆக்சுவலி இந்த நம்பர் into 11 போட்டா இது வந்துட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்பரா வரும்ன்றது இப்படிதான் ஆக்சுவலி அதோடைய ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்பரா தான் எடுத்துக்கணுமா அப்ப?
22 into 11 போட்டா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்பர் வராது. ஏனா 22 into 11 நீங்க போடுங்களேன்.
242 வருது மேம்.
242 which is less than 250. அவங்க கேக்குற நம்பர் is between 215 தான் கேக்குறாங்க. So அப்போ 22 into 11 வந்து less than 250 னா அப்போ next நம்பர் எதுவா இருக்கும்? 23 into 11 தான் இருக்க முடியும்.
ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே. See இது வந்து ஷார்ட்கட். ஏனா வந்து நார்மலி it is very difficult for us to find out 11 table 12 13 tablesலாம் கேட்டாங்கன்னா நீங்க ஒரு நம்பரா டெஸ்ட் பண்ணனும். 250 டிவிசிபிளா, 251 டிவிசிபிளா, 252 டிவிசிபிளான்னு செக் பண்ணனும். அதுக்கு பதிலாக இந்த மெத்தட்ல போனீங்கன்னா ஆன்சர் ஈஸியா கிடைச்சிரும்.
ஓகே மேம். அதே மாதிரி லாஸ்ட் டேர்முக்கு இப்ப 68.18 இருக்குல.
68.18 னா நீங்க அடுத்த சேம் ஏ மாதிரியே எடுத்துக்கோங்களேன். 68.18 க்கு அடுத்த டேர்ம் எடுத்தா 69. 69 into 11 போடுங்க.
एक्चुअली அதிகமா வரும்.
சோ நீங்க அதுக்கு முந்தின டேர்ம் எடுத்துக்கணும்.
இப்போ ஒரு சில இப்போ அது क्वेश्चंसக்கு ஏத்தாப்ல
வராது. ஆகவே ஆகாது. ஆல்வேஸ் ஏ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டேர்ம்க்கு வந்து அந்த ஹோல் நம்பர் வந்து டெசிமல்ல என்ன ஹோல் நம்பர் என்ன வேல்யூ வருதோ அதுக்கு அடுத்த டேர்ம் தான் இருக்கும்.
ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே. and L so இங்க வந்து next term னு பாத்துக்கோ next னு வெச்சுக்கோங்க. அதுவே L க்கு வந்து previous. எப்பவுமே இப்படி தான் இருக்கும் டெசிமல்ல இருந்ததுனா. டெசிமல்ல இல்லனா எக்ஸாக்ட்டா என்ன நம்பர் இருக்கோ அந்த நம்பர் அப்படியே எடுத்துடுவீங்க. சப்போஸ் இப்போ 250 by 11 வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு டெசிமல் இல்லாம சப்போஸ் 250 by 10 ன்னு நம்ம பண்றோம்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன். If you do 250 by 10, your answer will be exactly 25. Appo 250 is the first number. So you don't have to do next term. You can start with 250 directly. புரிஞ்சுதாமா?
டெசிமல்ல இருந்தா மட்டும் அதோட இது வந்துட்டு previous term-ஆ இருக்கும்.
Next term previous term. ஆமா. Is it clear? Okay. So is this answer clear? Answer above up to 23023. I hope you have got it and clear with this. Okay, so I am assuming you are clear. I am continuing to the next question. 8th question. Find the sum of first 5 terms of a GP whose first term is 4, common ratio is 3 by 2. So sum of 5 terms of a GP. So what is the formula for sum of n terms of a GP? A into r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 if r is greater than 1. Let's check what is the value of r. R is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is 1.5, which is greater than 1. Therefore, this formula will be holding good. So, what is the A first term? 4. So, 4 into r power n minus 1. So, 3 by 2 power n minus 1 or 1.5 power n power 5 minus 1 divided by 1.5 minus 1. You can either retain it as fraction 3 by 2 power 5 nu pannala, or you can do it as 1.5 to the power 5. Where preferably do it in decimal unless the answer is given in fraction in the exam. Exam la see the option. In the option, if the answer is given in fractions, நீங்களும் fraction லியே work பண்ணுங்க. If the answer is given in decimals, work out in decimals. Okay? So 4 into 1.5 power 5. $7.59 minus 1. So final answer is 52.75. Or if I have to work out in fraction, it will be let me also give you the working out in fraction. This will be 4 into 3 by 2 power 5 minus 1 by 3 by 2 minus 1. Be 4 into 243 minus 32 divided by 32. LCM எடுக்கிறதுனால 32 by 32 வரும். Is divided by 3 by 2 minus 1 is, if I take 2 as LCM, 3 minus 2 by 2, so it will be 1 by 2. So 4 into 211 by 32. Now this 1 by 2 in the reciprocal will be taken as into 2. Into 2 by 1, so into 2. You can cancel all the terms. You will get 4 8s are 32. So answer will be 211 by 4. This will be the final fraction, or you can, it will simplify to the same value, which is 52.75. Okay, so in the exam, see what is the model available. Fraction answer options irundhuna, work out in fractions. If the answer is in decimal, work out in decimal. Don't work it out in the other way around and try to figure out the answer. You might end up having some differences, or அவசரத்துல ஆன்சரை மாத்தி டிக் பண்ண கூட வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. So please avoid those kind of mistakes. Can I go to the next? 9th question, please try. The 8th term of a GP is 27 times its 5th term. The 3rd term of the GP is 54, and then find its first term. So let's work out. 8th term of a GP is 27 times its 5th term. 27 times its 5th term. So simplify the equation. A into r power 8 minus 1, 7 is equal to 27 times A into r power 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now A and A will get cancelled. So r power 7 and bring r power 4 on the other side to the denominator. You get 27. So when the bases are common, you can subtract the indices. So minus 4 is equal to 27. R power 3 is equal to 27. Therefore R is equal to, what is the answer for R?
9.
9 ஒழுங்கா பாருங்க. You should not divide. You should take the cubic root. Cubic root of 27. Cubic root of 27 is not 9. Cubic root of 27 is 3. Do not rush to the answer. Okay. Now that R is found out, the third term of the GP is 54. So T3 is equal to 54. A into R power n minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2 is equal to 54. R already we have found out. A into 3 power 2 is equal to 54. A is equal to 54 divided by 3 square 9. Answer is 6. So A is equal to 6. Now we have found out A and R. Let's see what they are asking. Find its first term. That's the answer kandupidichachu. So A is equal to 6. This is the final answer. Got it? And the last term. If the first term, common ratio, which is R, and the sum of term of a geometric progression are 3, 2 and 81. Find the number of terms. Okay. A. What is the first term given in the question? 3. Common ratio 2. And sum of n terms is 381. Now find the value of n. Now sum of n terms of a GP n formula A into r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Why? Because r is greater than 1. So we write 3 into 2 power n minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 is equal to 381. So 3 into 2 power n minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1 is 1 is equal to 381. Now 2 power n minus 1 I am retaining as it is. When 3 goes to the other side, it is to be divided. So you get 127. Okay. So 2 power n minus 1 is equal to 127. 2 power n is equal to 127 plus 1, which is 128. Now 2 power what is 128? This is what you need to find out. 2 power what is 128? 2 power 7 is equal to 128. Therefore, n is equal to 7. N is equal to 7. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are some of the practice questions from arithmetic and geometric progression. Again friends, question will be more simple working out sums. ரொம்ப complicated working இருக்காது. இந்த மாதிரி basic working தான் இருக்கும். Formula is very very critical in this particular topic. Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, so I am assuming no doubts. So now I am going to one of the very important chapter of module 1, time value of money. In the chapter mattume there will be about 3 to 4 questions mostly. Generally on an average, if you see, minimum 3 questions are coming, sometimes even 4 questions are asked. Okay, very important chapter. Again, formula driven chapter. Okay, completely formula based chapter, and questions can be in any manner. The terms that they are using, you have to be very careful in reading the question with its terms. Mathi oru term mathi padichingana kuda your answer will go wrong, so that you have to be very careful in this particular chapter. So that said, can we start with the formula with respect to this chapter? So in this chapter, in time value of money, we are going to learn the formula relating to simple interest, compound interest, annuities, present value, future value. Okay, so these are the 4 areas of learning that we are going to do when it comes to time value of money. First, simple interest. We all know simple formula, direct formula. Simple interest is equal to P into N into I, where P refers to the principal or the present value. Remember, this P represents the present value. Principal represents the present value. Okay, this N is number of years or number of periods, and I is the rate of interest per period or per annum. So generally years la kuduthangna, rate of interest will also be given as per year. Okay, where I is taken as R by 100. Say if they say 5% means you should take I is equal to 0.05. So people will either use the formula P into N into I or PNR by 100. So R by 100 ku badala I. So whichever formula you use, it's the same. Don't worry. And to find the maturity value or the future value, we use the formula future value is equal to principal plus simple interest. Principal plus simple interest. Clear? So what is simple interest? Question la they will clearly mention whether it is simple or compound interest. Okay. If the question is not mentioning, most of the times the question will be related to compound interest only. Okay, so question mention பண்ணலனா நீங்க compound interest தான் work பண்ணி பார்க்கணும். Simple interest na mostly question will directly mention that it is simple interest. Clear? Now, what is simple interest? The principal amount will remain fixed. Okay, the interest alone keeps accumulating year on year, whereas the principal amount remains fixed. Now coming to compound interest. What is compound interest? The principal keeps increasing every year by the amount of interest accrued. So year 1 principal, year 2 principal plus first year oda interest sendrum. Year 3 principal plus first year plus second year interest. So principal keeps increasing, thereby resulting in a multiplier effect, and that is what is called as compounding, the effect of compounding. Okay, and how to find out the compound interest? Here to find compound interest, நம்ம interest கான formula படிக்கல, நம்ம பார்க்குற formula is for the future value or maturity value or amount. It is equal to principal into 1 plus I the whole power n, where P is principal, n is number of years, where I is R by 100. So P into 1 plus I the whole power n, or P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. And this formula gives us the future value or maturity value or amount. Interest taradu. So to find out the compound interest from this, we are going to do future value minus principal. Future value minus principal, which is this amount minus principal. That will only give us the compound interest. Now, most important part is with respect to compounding period. What is this compounding period? Normally, this principal to interest addition, அதாவது the frequency in which the interest is getting added to the principal every period is year on year. But sometimes they can do half yearly, or they can do quarterly, or they can even do monthly. So the question will clearly mention whether it is half yearly or quarterly or monthly compounding. Accordingly, you have to work out. Remember, when it is half yearly compounding, rate of interest per annum for the year. So you should divide the rate of interest by 2 because it is half yearly, and n will get multiplied by 2. When it is quarterly, rate of interest will get divided by 4, n will get multiplied by 4. And when it is monthly, rate of interest gets divided by 12 and n will get multiplied by 12. Because n, if I say 2 years, it is not 2 years, it is 2 into 12, 24 months. So 24 times the compounding will happen if it is monthly compounding. Whereas if it is quarterly, 2 years அப்படினா 2 into 4, 4 quarters in a year. So 2 into 4, 8 times the compounding will happen. So like that, rate per annum will get divided, n will be years which will get multiplied to find the number of compounding periods. Am I clear? Okay. Some points to remember under compound interest. When compound interest and simple interest are calculated for year 1, for the first year, both simple interest and compound interest will be the same. First year na first period, whatever it is. Whereas second period onwards, always compound interest will give greater interest than simple interest because your principal base is increasing. Okay? Next, if R or rate of interest is given for a compound interest, then a given amount will double itself in 72 by R years. Say for example, if they give you a certain amount of money is invested for 5% per annum, find the period in which the amount will double itself. அது என்ன amount தெரியாது, என்ன வேணாலும் இருக்கலாம். Find the period in which the amount will double itself. So for doubling rule, we can directly use 72 divided by rate of interest. So 5% 72 by 5. நான் I போடல பாருங்க, நான் R தான் போட்டிருக்கேன். R னு போட்டிருக்கிறதுனால you need not do R by 100 by 100ல எதுவுமே பண்ண வேணாம். டைரக்டா அந்த நம்பர் எடுத்து அப்படியே போடுங்க. 72 by 5. Approximately you will get the period. Or if you want a still more accurate period, you can use this formula, 0.35 plus 69 by R. You can do 69 by R, 69 by 5 பண்ணிட்டு அதில் plus 0.35 add பண்ணிக்கலாம். You will get an accurate answer. These two will give you more or less accurate nearby answers. So this you can use as a shortcut if the question is asking for doubling rule in the exam. Okay, we will do a practical question. At that time, I will tell you how this shortcut works. And the third, which is this is very, very important formula. This formula itself is a direct questioning formula. Effective rate of interest versus nominal rate of interest. Nominal rate is nothing but R. Whatever we are using in the practical questions itself is called, that R is called as the nominal rate of interest. Okay, where this effective rate is given as 1 plus I by m the whole power m minus 1. So for example, if I say R is 5% per annum compounded half yearly. Compounded half yearly. So compounded half yearly na or year ku how many half years we will have? 2. So I will say m is equal to 2. I will say m is equal to 2. So effective rate of interest will be E is equal to 1 plus I by m. So 1 plus I na enadhu R by 100. 0.05 by 2. The whole power 2 minus 1. 1 plus, simplify, 0.025. Zero 0.0506. So answer is 0.0506. Now if you multiply this by 100, you will get 5.06 percentage. This is called as the effective rate. Now what is the difference between nominal and effective rate? Nominal rate is the actual rate of interest charged. But because the effect of compounding periodicity increases, you are actually getting more interest than the rate. See, compounded half yearly na first half year ko rate kada say 5% per annum, second half year 5% per annum I am getting. So I am getting more than an average of 5% interest. The more you compound, the more your interest will increase. Compounding quarterly will give you more interest than half yearly. Compounding monthly will give more interest than quarterly. Okay, so the number of compounding period increases, your effective rate will also increase. Okay, so this is the formula for effective rate. Am I clear? Go through once. Note down the formula so far that we have discussed and the points. Shall I scroll down? Clear? So clear with simple interest and compound interest concept. Shall I move on to the next part, annuities? Friends, can I have an answer?
இப்போ வந்து CI வந்துட்டு when it is double itself ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒன்னு கொடுத்திருக்கீங்களா மேம்? அது வந்துட்டு இப்போ அமௌண்ட்க்கு பதிலா 72/R ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு போட்டா போதுமா அப்ப?
அமௌண்ட்க்கு கிடையாது. the number of years கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு 72/R. அது எந்த அமௌண்டா இருந்தாலுமே the number of years will be this only.
ஓகே மேம். 72/R ரேஷியோ என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? சாரி, ரேட்
என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்களோ அப்படியே டைரக்டா.
ஓகே மேம்.
அது ஷார்ட்கட் which is எக்ஸாக்ட்டா வராது, பட் அப்ராக்சிமேட்டா ஆன்சர் வந்துரும். Now we are going to annuity. This is very, very important. Now, what do you mean by annuity? Annuity is nothing but a periodic payment either at the beginning of the period or end of the period. Like how we pay your EMIs. Okay, like how we pay loan installments, like how we pay prepayments. Okay, so these are all concepts of annuities. Now, whenever you are given an annuity, first thing you have to see whether it is annuity due or annuity regular. Annuity regular na, the payment is made at the end of each period. Annuity due means the payment is made at the beginning of each period. Okay, so you should see a question and figure out whether the question is annuity due or regular. Question silent irundaduna, assume it is annuity regular. Assume it is annuity regular. If the question is silent, assume it is annuity regular. But sometimes if you are not annuity regular assume பண்ணிட்டேன் மேம் ஆனால் ஆன்சர் வரல அப்படின்னா ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை, annuity dueல ஆன்சர் போட்டு பாருங்க வந்துடும். சம்டைம்ஸ் they might have missed out. அப்படி மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா நீங்கள் ஆன்சர் வரலையேன்னு தேட வேணாம். annuity dueல ஃபஸ்ட்டு annuity ரெகுலரில் ட்ரை பண்ணுங்கள். ஆன்சர் வரலையா annuity due ஃபார்முலாவில் சப்ஸ்டியூட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஆன்சர் உடனே வந்துடும். Okay, so you need not worry if you feel that the question is silent or you are not getting the answer. The question will 99% have the hint of what type of annuity it is. Okay, and how to find the future value of the annuity? The formula for future value is given as 1 plus r the whole power n minus 1 divided by r. R is nothing but here I. For ease of understanding, R nu potrukanga, but you have to use it as I. So we can write this as annuity regular ku future value is equal to 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 divided by I. And how to find the present value? Present value is nothing but future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. This future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. அதுதான் இங்கே ஃபார்முலாவாக கொடுத்துருப்போம். அதே ஃபார்முலா 1 plus r the whole power n minus 1 by r divided by 1 plus r the whole power n. Instead you can remember it like this. Future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. Now if it is regular, if it is annuity due, future value ku 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 divided by I. இது அப்படியே வச்சுக்கோங்க. இதில் எக்ஸ்ட்ராவா ஒரு 1 plus I ஆட் ஆகிடும், அவ்வளோதான். மல்டிப்ளை ஆகும் into 1 plus I. Why? Because you are making the annuity due payment in the beginning itself, which means one installment you are paying in the beginning itself. So for that one installment extra interest will come. Okay, so for that extra interest only 1 plus I we are calculating. Present value formula மாறாது. Same formula, future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. Future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. Am I clear? Now, what is very, very important is you should see the question and find out whether the value given is annuity, future value or present value. இதில் எது கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, what is asked. இது you have to be very clear in identifying. Only then you will be able to answer your question clearly. Okay? For example, if they say a loan taken today. So loan taken today means it is today's value. Today's value means what is the answer? What is it meaning? The meaning is it is the present value. sometimes they may say the loan repayable value. Repayable value means repayable value is future. Future is future value. So today's value is present value. Future or the maturity value is future value, and your installment value is the annuity. Is the terms clear? Are the terms clear, friends?
Ma'am, future value க்கு வந்து installment, maturity period, future period மூணு type of words சொன்னீங்களா?
இல்ல future value க்கு மூணு type of words கிடையாதுமா. The question will give you these three terms. You have to find out அதுல எதுக்கு வேல்யூ கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படினு.
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
See, installment na annuity. Maturity value is nothing but future value. Present value or today's amount அப்படின்னா it is present value. Okay? Or you can also use a shortcut formula. Shortcut for present value is nothing but annuity into present value annuity factor. How to find out present value annuity factor? For example, if I am going to do annuity for say 3 years at 5% அப்படின்னா 1 divided by 1.05 the whole power 1 plus 1 divided by 1.05 the whole square plus 1 divided by 1.05 the whole cube. This total is called as present value annuity factor. 3 years nala 1, 2, 3 பண்ணிருக்கேன். So in the calculator you can do 1 divided by 1.05 equal to the value you will get. Again press equal to, you will get square oda value. Again plus equal to, you will get cube oda value. Okay, so அந்த மாதிரி அந்த individual values எடுத்து you can take the total to find out present value annuity factor, and you can multiply it with the annuity amount to get the present value directly instead of using the future value கண்டுபிடிச்சு அதிலேந்து present value வரதுக்கு you can use this shortcut formula directly. This is for annuity regular. Make a note of it and keep. Sometimes, rarely, some questions itself will give you this PVAF value. Value question la irukuna and the value அப்படியே எடுத்து substitute பண்ணினா போறோம் நீங்க. But if it is not given, this is how you need to calculate. So how to find out present value annuity factor? You should do 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power 2 plus 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power 3, so on till 1 divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. எத்தனை number of periods இருக்கோ அத்தனை பண்ணணும். 5 na up to 5 அந்த மாதிரி. This is for annuity regular. Okay, that is what I have given it as shortcut here. Annuity due also I have given the shortcut, but that is rarely tested. So அது note மட்டும் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Rarely asked. Most of these cases, if present value is asked, they will give you a scenario only in annuity regular. The chances of testing is very high. So you need not worry currently about this annuity due. Confuse பண்ணிக்க வேண்டாம். So is the formula clear? You want me to show the notes page? Please take down. Now given this, have a look at the annuity formulae once, and then we will start with the practical questions. Shall we start? Friends, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. So here's the questions on time value of money. Start solving the first 5 questions. Try them, and then we will discuss the answers one by one. Okay, we will work out all the questions. I am going to spend a little more time in this chapter because this is very important area. Okay, scoring area also. If you practice well, this is a very scoring topic. So please look into once, start working out, and then we will discuss the answers. Go ahead. 5 questions, not more than 7 minutes. Maximum 10 minutes. Shall we get to the answers? First one, AMS and Co. borrows 1,20,000 for 1 year at 15% annual interest, compounded monthly. Find their monthly payment. Borrows for 1 year. So this is the principal amount or the maturity amount?
Principal amount.
Very good. This is the principal amount. Rate of interest 15%. Compounded monthly. So compounded monthly, now what we need to do? We need to divide R by 12. So principal is 1,20,000. R is 15% per annum. So if we divide it by 12, we will get 1.25. Yeah. Is it 1.25? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. And N, how many years are they borrowing it for? 1 year. So 1 into 12. 12. Okay. Now find the monthly payment. Now the question is, what are they asking you? அது கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டோம்னா formula அவ்வளவுதான். Monthly payment means it is a periodic payment. Periodic payment means it is a annuity. And if the question is silent, we are going to do annuity regular. We are going to do annuity regular. Okay. So friends, just give me a minute. Yeah, I'm sorry. So now they are asking us annuity regular. Now what is the formula for annuity regular formula? Future value is equal to A into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 divided by I, and present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus I the whole power n. So now we have the present value. அதிலிருந்து we should find future value. Future value லேந்து கண்டுபிடிச்சு annuity-க்கு போகணும். So this entire thing is a long drawn process. So what is the shortcut that we are going to do here? This is where we are going to use the PVAF shortcut. So where present value is asked or annuity is asked, in the rendu link irundaduna we can use the PVAF shortcut. Okay, how to find the PVAF? What we are going to do? We are going to do the PVAF for 1 divided by 1 point, what is the rate of interest we said? 1.25, correct? So 1.25 by 100 pannunga, you will get 0.0125. So you will do 1 divided by 1 plus 0.0125 power 1 plus 1 by 1.0125 the whole square. So on till 1 divided by 1 plus 0.0125 the whole power 12. Now how to do it in your calculator? Let me give you the shortcut directly. This works in most calculators. Okay. 1 divided by 1.0125 equal to, then press M plus in your calculator. Okay. Similarly, 1 divided by 1.0125 again divided by 1.0125, press M plus. அடுத்தது again third time பண்ணனும்னா just to do equal to M plus. Fourth time equal to M plus. Like that do up to 12 times, and the last time press MRC button. You will get the total PVAF for 12 years. The chart is also will be available, but sometimes in the exam hall if the chart is not available, you should know to calculate it on your own. That is why I am giving you the calculator shortcut. Calculate. Can you tell me what is the PVAF? I repeat, 1 divided by 1.0125 M plus. Again, இன்னொரு equal to press பண்ணீங்கன்னா square ஆயிடும் M plus. இன்னொரு equal to பண்ணீங்கன்னா cube M plus. Like that do up to 12 times and do M plus. Last after you have done for the 12th time, just to do MR or MRC, whatever is there in your calculator, you will get the answer of the total.
11.09.
11.079.
079.
11.079. Let me check. Yeah, 11.079. Yes, I also verified you are getting the same answer. 11.079. Now we can use the shortcut. What is the shortcut formula? The shortcut formula is P present value is equal to annuity into PVAF. So present value 1,20,000 is equal to annuity into 11.079. Always in time value of money chapter especially, please work out with at least 3 or 4 decimals. Don't round off to 2 decimals. You will not get exact answer then. Option la illada answer varum, engiyo or edathila answer irukum, you will struggle. So please work at least with 3 or 4 decimals when you are working for time value of money chapter. So answer will be how much? $10,831 approx. The annuity or the monthly payment will be 10,831. Are you getting this? So friends, remember in the exam, if annuity is given or asked with future value அப்படின்னா use this formula. But present value இருக்கு questionல for annuity, please use the shortcut because that will be less time consuming than doing the full formula method. Am I clear? Yes or no? Can I have some answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Second question. A certain sum of money invested at a certain rate of compound interest doubles itself in 8 years. In how many years will it become 16 times? So, second question. A certain sum of money. I will first do the the proper method, workout method. Then I will give you the shortcut for this again. A certain sum of money invested at a certain rate of compound interest. So I don't know what is P. Okay, doubles itself. So amount becomes 2 times the principal. In how many years? 8 years. I don't know R. So 2P is equal to, amount is equal to P into 1 plus I. I theriyadu. The whole power 8. So P and P I can cancel. 2 is equal to 1 plus I the whole power 8. Okay? 1 plus I the whole power 8. Now, how to find this I? We can use a shortcut to check. If you remember, we learned this rule. Doubling rule kennadu 72 by R is equal to number of years. Correct? Correct? So you can use this rule. You can say 72 by R is equal to 8 years. Appo what is R? Approximately 72 by 8, which is how much? 9 years. Sorry, 9%. Now you can cross check. 1 plus 0.09 1 plus 0.09 the whole power 8 பண்ணுங்க. 1.09 power 8 if you do, you will get 1.99, which is almost 1.995 something you will get, which is almost equal to 2. So the rate of interest is matching, correct? So you can adopt directly this rule. இவ்வளோ ஒர்க்கெல்லாம் கூட பண்ண தேவையில்லை. You can directly adopt this rule. Approximately rate of interest is how much? 9%. Rate of interest is 9%. You can adopt this 72 by R rule. Now, in how many years will it become 16 times? Idhukku we cannot adopt this rule. You have to calculate how many years will it become 16 times அப்படின்னா. Now you have to do 16 times of principal is equal to P into 1 plus 0.09 the whole power how many years? I don't know. So P and P will get cancelled. 16 is equal to 1.09 the whole power question mark. Now for this again you can use a shortcut logic. Now remember, here how much did you get for 2? You got 2 as 1.09 the whole power 8. Correct? Now 16 can be written as 2 to the power how much? 4. Which means 1.09 the whole power 8 into 4. So the answer will be 1.09 the whole power 32. Approximately 32 years it will take for it to become 16 times. Now suppose if it is confusing, don't worry. Just keep doing in your calculator 1.09 into equal to போட்டுட்டே வாங்க. Okay, just keep count of number of times you are doing this equal to. See where in your calculator the 16 number is hitting. எங்க hit ஆகுதோ அதுதான் your answer. So let me also do it parallelly. 1.09 equal into 1.09 equal to So when I do some 32 times, I am getting 15.9 அந்த மாதிரி ஏதோ வருது. Can you confirm? 15.7 or 15.8 something I am getting. So which is approximately equivalent to 16. So therefore n is equal to 32 years. Are you getting this? Friends, are you clear? Any doubts? Friends, can one of you unmute and confirm? Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Third one. A loan of 20,000 has been issued for 5 years. Compute the amount to be repaid if the lender is charged simple interest. Go ahead, compute. Loan is 5 years. So present value, principal is 20,000. N is 5 years. Simple interest. So P into N into I. 8%. Calculate the amount to be repaid. Amount to be repaid means future value. So you should take principal plus simple interest. Can you calculate and give me the answer? So simple interest is equal to 20,000 into 5 into 0.08, which is 8,000. So therefore amount will be equal to 20,000 plus 8,000. So total is 28,000. Right? Going to the next one. Find the amount of compound interest for 9,350 at the rate of 8% per annum, compounded half yearly for 4 years. So amount and compound interest. So first amount கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Principal is 9,350, R is 8%, however it is compounded half yearly. So R will get divided by 2 and for 4 years, but N will get multiplied by 2. So N is equal to 4 into 2, which is 8. So here principal is equal to 9,350. R is equal to 8 by 2, so 4%, and N is equal to 4 into 2, which is 8. So amount will be 9350 into 1 plus I, 1 plus 0.04, the whole power 8. You will get 12,796. Okay, this is the amount. Therefore, compound interest will be 12,796 minus 9,350. Which is 3446. Got it? Next, fifth one. AB LLP is expecting to receive a certain sum of money at 5 years from now. The present value is 38,400. So today's price, present value is 38,400. Rate of interest 6%. Compound interest compounded monthly. How much will they receive after 5 years? So compounded monthly means rate of interest is going to be divided by 12, N is going to be multiplied by 12. Please remember, whatever is the N compounding, you do not have any shortcut. You have to do the number of period carefully in your calculator. No scientific calculator allowed for the examination. Work out and give me the answer for question number 5. The answer will be uh, 38,400 into 1 plus 0.005. 0.5 divided by 100. So 0.005 divided by into the power of 5 years into 12. So 60. So 38,400 into 1.005, the whole power 60. So the final amount, future value will be 51,796 approximately. $51,796. Next, sixth one. What is the effective rate of interest? When the effective rate of interest is 7.82% payable quarterly, what is the nominal rate? So, what is the formula? Effective rate is equal to 1 plus I by M the whole power M. So 7.2 quarterly. Quarterly means M is equal to 4. Effective rate of interest is 7.82%. So 7.82 divided by 100. Minus 1. So 1 plus I do not know, by 4 the whole power 4 minus 1. So 0.0782 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus I by 4 the whole power 4. So 1.0782 is equal to 1 plus I by 4 the whole power 4. Now how to take the fourth root? You have square root button in your calculator. Press square root button twice to get the fourth root. Okay, you are having fourth power, so you have to take the fourth root. Press the square root button twice. So you will get 1.0190 is equal to 1 plus I by 4. So minus 1 take to the other side, 0.0190 equals I by 4. Therefore I equals 0.0760. Always final rate multiply by 100, you will get 7.60%. The nominal rate is 7.6%. Always remember, in compounding, effective rate will be greater than the nominal rate. Effective rate will be greater than the nominal rate. 7.60%. Friends, are you following? Any doubts? Can I have an answer? Yes or no? Friends, are you following? Yes or no? Quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 7th question. Now you are going to answer. Raja, aged 40, wishes his wife Rani to have 40 lakhs at his death. So this 40 lakhs at his death, which means it is the future. So 40 lakhs is the present value or future value?
Future value.
Future value. If his expectation of life is another 30 years, so n is equal to 30, and he makes equal installments commencing now at 3% compound interest, how much should he invest annually? So first thing, what is the value 40 lakhs given? 40 lakhs given is the future value. So let us write down what are all the values given so that in the formula adopt pannongiradhu namakku therinjirum. Future value is 40 lakhs. Rate of interest is given to us at 3% per annum. Okay. Now, how many number of years? N 30 more years. Another 30 years sollirukanga. So 30 more years. He is making equal annual investments. So what is required? Is the one-time amount required or is the annuity required? Equal investments means what? The value that they are asking you is to find out annuity. Ippo, next question, annuity due or annuity regular? Answer lies in the question itself. He starts making equal investments commencing now. So first investment commences immediately. Immediately means beginning of the period, correct? So beginning of the period, now what is it called as? Annuity due. So we are going to do annuity due, we are going to find out future value is given. So PVAF தேவை இல்லை. Future value formula we can use. Future value is equal to A into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 divided by 1 plus I. Sorry, divided by I. This formula. Sorry, due divided by I. Now, because it is annuity due, because it is annuity due, what we have to do? We have to multiply 1 plus I extra. Formula we learnt, we have to multiply 1 plus I extra. So 40 lakhs is equal to A into 1 plus 0.03. The whole power 30 minus 1 divided by I 0.03 into 1 plus 0.03. Solve. So A into, you will get 49.00267 or 27. So A is equal to you will get annuity as 81,628 approximately. 81,628. So the crux lies in identifying what the values are and what is asked. Okay, இது எதுன்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபார்முலால போடுறது தான். So for identifying that only, this chapter is very, very crucial. Next question. A machine costs 5,20,000 with an estimated life of 25 years. A sinking fund is created to replace it by a new model at 25% higher cost after 25 years with a scrap value realization of 25,000. What amount should be set aside if the sinking fund investment accumulated at 3.59 compound interest per annum? Okay, too much information. Let us break it down. A machine costs 5,20,000 with an estimated life of 25 years. But they are saying, I am going to create a fund to replace this machine. So in the future, how much I am going to replace it? What is the cost of the replacement machine? 25% higher than 5,25,000. So 5,20,000 into 125% or plus 25% calculator la podunga. What will be the cost that is required to replace this in the future? 5,20,000 plus 25%, you will get 5,20,000 plus 25%, you will get 6,50,000. This is the future value required. Idhula there is a scrap realization of 25,000. So which means I am already going to get, by selling this old machine, I will get 25,000. So totally I need to spend how much? Future value required is 6,25,000. I need to invest 6,25,000 today or in the future? In the future. Okay. What rate of interest? 3.59 rate of interest. How many years? 25 years. So balance all is given to you. R is 3.59%. N is 25 years. Now they are asking you, what is the amount to be kept aside every year? To be kept aside every year means, have they given commencing now or immediately? No. Which means it is annuity regular. So we are going to do annuity regular for what value? Future value. So formula another future value is equal to a into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 divided by I. So future value 6,25,000 is equal to a into 1.0359 the whole power 25 minus 1 divided by 0.0359. You will get approximate annuity amount as 15,000 excuse me 855 rupees. 15,855 rupees. Done? Yes, any doubts? Friends online, any doubts? Please confirm.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next, ninth one. A machine worth 4,90,740 is depreciated at 15% on its opening value. Then its value will reduce to 2 lakhs. Now friends, if the question is on depreciation, you will use the same compound interest formula only. So remember, please take this formula down. I think it is not there in the notes page. I might have forgotten to give it there. For depreciation rate, formula is given as same future value, or it is called as written down value, is equal to cost into, normally for compound interest what we will do, 1 plus I the whole power n. Here we are going to do 1 minus I the whole power n. Avlodha difference. Depreciation na reducing. So 1 minus I the whole power n. Where same I is R by 100. So they are saying cost of the machine is 4,90,740. So 490,740. It has to reduce to 2 lakhs into at 15% depreciation. So 1 minus I is what? 15 by 100, 0.15. How many years? That is what we need to calculate. So you can do 2 lakh divided by 490,740 is equal to 1 minus 0.15 is equal to 0.85 the whole power n. So let's calculate. Zero 0.4075 is equal to 0.85 the whole power n. So what you can do is just do 0.85 into 0.85 into 0.85. See where the value is coming as 0.4075. Let's try. Three times is 0.6, 4 times is 0.5, so 5. Yeah, somewhere between 5 and 6 years I am getting. So you can choose the answer as the nearest answer available. So I will take approximately n is equal to 6 years. In the exam, if they have given option like 5.5 years, 5.4 years, you can choose that option accordingly. So, ஒரே ஒரு difference in the formula is, instead of 1 plus I, we are going to use it as 1 minus I. Can I continue? Question number 10. The present value of 10,000 due in 12 years per annum. So present value of 10,000 due in 12 years. So what is this 10,000? Is it present or future value? Please answer. This 10,000 is the future value. N is 12 years, 5% R. When interest is paid half yearly, so compounding half yearly, 12 multiplied by 2, R divided by 2. So I believe you can solve. Future value is given, present value you need to find out. Which is principal you need to find out. Next, 11th one. So this sum, the one that you can do on your own, I am not working out. I hope the concept is clear. 11th question. A loan of 10,000 is to be paid in 30 equal installments. So loan of 10,000 means the value of 10,000 is present value. To be paid in 30 installments. Installment vandale, it refers to annuity. The amount of each installment to cover the principal and 4% interest is. So they are asking you the annuity. N is 30. Rate of interest is 4. Okay, and if the question is silent, what annuity we are going to use? We are going to use annuity regular. Next, so this is present value. So you can directly use the PVAF shortcut. You can do for 30 periods, you can do PVAF and directly find out annuity. Are you following, friends? Any doubts? Please let me know if you are stuck. 12th one. The effective rate of interest corresponding to a nominal rate of 3% per annum payable half yearly. So effective rate they are asking you. Nominal rate is 3%. Payable half yearly. Half yearly na ennago? M is equal to 2. So you will do I divided by M and to the power of M. So using the formula you can directly find out. 13th. The present value of annuity of 3,000 for 15 years at 4.5%. So they are giving annuity of 3,000 rupees, 15 years, R is 4.5, present value kekranga. Simple, use the PVAF shortcut to find the present value. 14th. In how much time will simple interest on a certain sum be 0.125 times the principal at 10% per annum? This is simple interest. So in how much time will the simple interest be 0.125 times? So simple interest is equal to 0.125 times the principal. So 0.125 principal is equal to P into N. What is N? We do not know. Into I. I is 10% per annum. So 0.10. So P and P cancel. So 0.125 is equal to 0.10 into N. So N is equal to 0.125 divided by 0.10. What is the answer? Answer is 1.25 years. 1.25 years. Next, 15th. The difference between compound and simple interest on a sum of money is for 2 years is 10% per annum. At 10% per annum is 10 rupees. Find the sum. Okay. Difference between compound and simple interest. Always remember, compound interest will be higher than the simple interest. Is equal to 10 rupees. Where N is 2 years and R is 10%. So, compound interest formula another P into 1 plus I. So, 1 plus 0.10 the whole power 2 minus P. Because this formula gives only the amount. Minus P pannada you will get the interest. Minus simple interest. How to find out simple interest? P into N into I is equal to 10. So simplify. P into 1.10 square 1.21 minus P minus P into 0.2 is equal to 10. So P, take P everything outside, 1.21 minus 1 in the P வெளியில எடுத்ததனால minus 0.2 is equal to 10. So P into 0.01 equals 10. So therefore P is equal to 1000. And there you have the answer. Sixteenth, Mr. X invests 1000 rupees every year starting today. So every year means annuity. Starting today means beginning. So beginning means what annuity? It is annuity due. For next 10 years, N is equal to 10. Rate of interest is 8% compounded annually. Find the future value. Simple annuity due oda future value kekranga. You can directly compute. 17th. A sum of money doubles itself. You can directly use the rule. 72 by 10 பண்ணீங்கன்னா R கடச்சிரும். The number of years it would take to triple itself. Triple means 3 times it should become. So you can calculate this on your own. 18th, 1000 is invested at the rate of interest of 5%. The interest be added to the principal every 10 years. The number of years in which the amount will be which will be amounting to 2000 is. So they are asking 1000 is invested at 5%. Interest is added to the principal. Interest is added to the principal. So interest is keeping on increasing. The number of years in which it will amount to 2000. Very simple. You just have to give the compound interest for 1000 rupees where the amount is going to be 2000. Rate of interest is 5%. You have to calculate N. Nineteenth, again, Effective rate of interest equivalent to nominal rate compounded monthly. So M is equal to 12. Monthly ingaradhanaala M is equal to 12. So effective rate formula you can use. And the last one, in what time will 3,90,625 amount to 4,56,976 at 8% per annum when compounded semi-annually? Semi-annually means what? Half yearly. Semi-annual means half yearly. So half yearly compounding, principal is 390,625, amount or future value is 456,976. You are going to calculate n. Remember, here n is multiplied by 2. So you should find out the power and then you should give the value after dividing it by 2 only. For example, the power final answer when the power of 8 n is not 8 years, n is actually 4 years because it is semi-annual compounding. So number of years divide the final answer pandrache kammiya da sollanum. Okay, I repeat here, when you find the answer, when you find the calculation, you would find the power by using the normal formula. N will get multiplied by 2. So n into 2 nu potrupinga. And the n into 2 ku you will find out the value. Once you find that value, you should divide that by 2 to find the actual n. So if you are getting a power as 8 or say power as 10, then by 2 panina n number of years will actually be only 5. I hope you are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So with this we complete a very important topic in your module 1 and a very scoring chapter also for your max syllabus, time value of money. Any doubts in the formula or the concepts? Okay, great. So with this we are done with module 1, which is about 15 to 20 marks of your syllabus. Let's take a pause.